Hey, what's happening guys, this is Orca from Orca's Gaming Corner and welcome to our weekly gaming news. Okay, so this week we have a lot of exciting things to discuss. Starting with the gameplay showcase of Unreal 5 on ps5. Just have a look and say that this is not next gen. I was completely floored and blown away when I saw this. In truth, I have seen the trailer numerous times now, and even if the PS5 and Xbox Series X gives us 85% of what this demo shows, I will be happy. So you need to understand that there are three main technologies at play here. First is the nanite virtualized geometry technology, which is related to real world assets that you can import in the game, or the famous 8K textures for the environment. Second is improved global illumination called Lumen. And lastly, the realistic sound tech that is in use. Well, I'll not go too much into technical detail, but this is what it basically means. Because of nanite, we can bring in movie assets directly in the game engine and work with it without worrying about the polygon counts, hence the cinema-like graphics, and also decrease in actual manpower. Now, Lumen on the other hand is next-gen global illumination technology that helps in realistic lighting, so developers need not worry about shadows and lighting anymore, as the engine will take care of it. And lastly, UE5 also comes with realistic sound technology to make the games more immersive. I will reiterate myself that what I have seen here, I have never seen in any game ever. Especially look at the section where the character flies. Oh man, that is all real time and can be played on a PS5. It's not some cutscene from a movie. Someone is actually playing it. PS5 and Unreal just fucking nailed it. I hope we see similar levels of goodness from Xbox Series X, and I'm sure that will happen sometime soon. If you think this technology comes in cheap, then think again. On a PS5, this thing is running at 1440p at 30 FPS, and this was upscaled using Unreal's upscaling tech to 4K. Also, Tim Sweeney on his interview with Jeff Keighley said that the PS5 had the best SSD technology in the consumer world and one of the best next-gen graphics tech. So imagine trying to play this demo on a current-gen system. It's nigh impossible. So, hoping at least 80 to 85% of this kind of visual fidelity translates directly to next-gen consoles would be a more realistic ask. Next, I'm going to talk about the latest state of play of PlayStation, which covered Ghost of Tsushima. I was actually humbled by what I saw. The fact that Ghost of Tsushima runs on a PS4, which is at most a 4.2 teraflop system, and still managed to look so beautiful, just made me realize that there is much more than just teraflops. I feel there is no next-gen game at this time that looks as pretty and beautiful as Ghost of Tsushima, period. Well, AC Valhalla may look better, but we have not seen any in-game footage, so we will have to wait for that. By the way, if you guys want to check out the next-gen games reveal that happened last week on Inside Xbox, I have linked the video on the top right-hand corner. Exploration will be a key point in Ghost of Tsushima. You can use the guiding wind to explore the island of Tsushima. Guiding winds can take you to different locations on the map. The map itself seems pretty big and filled with places to explore, shown by question marks. Once you uncover a new location, you can fast travel to that point, which is cool. And lastly, you can just take visual cues from within the world, which also helps in your exploration of the world. On the note of exploration, I am all for exploration as long as it feels like a natural experience like Red Dead Redemption 2 or something like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. They showed combat but did not talk about it in detail. The main important points to pick up are, there are basically two ways to approach combat. First, play like an honorable samurai and challenge enemies to duels and fight head-on. Seems like the right thing to do. But I'm sure you will have to switch to the second play style at some point. The second style, play like a ghost or a rogue and use everything up your sleeves to get the job done. From what they have shown so far, combat will be precision and timing of buttons pressed rather than just button smashing, and a lot of stealth. Honestly, I don't know how it feels, but it looks badass. The game has ample character customization and also comes with a special photo mode where you can even color grade some of the pictures that you capture. And lastly, the game can be played with Japanese dialogue with subs for all you anime fans. Also, there is a black and white film mode which you can enable in the beginning of the game so that you get the feel of an actual samurai movie. I know that Sucker Punch has some good games and I will be eagerly waiting for this one. Ghost of Tsushima is a PS4 exclusive and will be releasing on the 17th of July 2020. Finally, my dream of playing as a samurai based on feudal Japan is coming true. In other news, Ashraf Ismail, the creative director of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, sat down with the folks at Washington Post to discuss a bit more about the game, and in this stream, he had a few key points that got me excited for the next game in the Assassin's Creed series. The game is more like a journey of the main character, and along this journey you will experience the rich lore and history of the Viking culture. The world is big and meticulously crafted to make it as engrossing as possible. You can navigate through the world using new parkour system. So AC Valhalla is getting a parkour system back. Exploration in the game is meaningful and you will have a reason for doing each and everything. Stealth combat is also a major point, and of course the fast-paced brutal Viking combat is also there. He also emphasized that Ubisoft is going for higher graphics fidelity. I'm sure this is the reason they already announced that Valhalla will play at minimum 30 FPS on the Xbox Series X. Well, as he talked about the journey, my mind wandered to the greatest Viking journey in our times, the journey of Kratos. God of War is a legendary game, and if AC Valhalla even comes near in comparison to God of War, they will have a chance at the game of the year. Taking all things into account, I'm excited, and let's see how it all pans out as we move closer to the release date. Geforce now just added 18 more games to their library. I'll have the link in the description below for those of you who want to see the games that are added. There are a bunch of remakes coming our way. The first one is Mafia Definitive Edition, which was leaked by the Microsoft Store. A bunch of images have leaked of Mafia Definitive Edition and also a small video. Mafia is a fantastic game, and as per leak, the game is set to release on 20th of August this year. The next game is an all-time favorite. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 are getting remastered. It looks great, and also from what I heard, Tony Hawk wants to keep the feel of the controls like the original. That basically means they need to map them to the sticks, which can be painful. However, for those of you who still want to use the D-pad, that option is always there. There is good news for all of you who have never played GTA 5 and want to play badly. Epic is giving it for free on their Epic Store. I feel this week has been absolutely crazy with so many things happening in gaming. And finally, we come to the end of this video. If you guys like what I am doing, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel Orca's Gaming Corner. That helps the channel grow. And that's all for my side. See you next week for some more great gaming news. Have a good one.